I have an artificial hip, and so my body has a non-biological part. And they say now that through nanotechnology, people with neural problems are able to benefit from nanotechnologies that are implanted in our nervous system. And if this is happening now, because technology is changing so quickly, there's a great certainty that at some stage, the human form will be more non-biological than biological. And so the question is that good, bad, better, or worse? And the way I feel about, purpose, if it is about spiritual development and sort of connecting to the higher potential that we have as a species, then it might actually be possible to achieve that with the support of technology. So crazy smart people like Ray Kurzweil, who's the emeritus scientific professor, now works at Google, but has a very big interest in artificial intelligence for the good, has studied the evolution of the cortex and human cognition. And there's a community, including Ray and many others, that believe with the help of machines, we can actually develop higher levels of hierarchical thinking, higher levels of culture, music, and artistic expression. And I'm choosing to be in the positive camp. And I love nature, and I think we must always be connected on the ground physically to the natural world as this evolution grows. Because I've been, very small steps, exploring practices for becoming more grounded through meditation and the spiritual traditions, including Tibetan Buddhism, where for 1,000 years, in the Himalayas, Tibetan spiritual practice has achieved a high level of spiritual development. And so I was so intrigued when I began to study the neuroscience and philosophical community interested in the singularity, and I found there was a video of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, who for many years has been engaged deeply with science, where he kind of acknowledges that through virtual reality, avatars, our ability to visualize the world and internalize spiritual development with technology. There's a little video, you can Google it. The Dalai Lama, can see coming back as an avatar, as a machine. And I just think it's an important dimension. I have a very small reference point into the speed of technological change. I worked for 4 years at the CSIRO amongst amazing scientists and learned about exponential change. So when the curve of discovery shifts from being linear to exponential, it means, in many cases, every 6 months we double the knowledge we have in a particular area. And the application of that is potentially so profitable that if you look, for example, at where the entire global R&D for cars is, it's all in Silicon Valley today. So when I think about how rapid the application is, in my lifetime, I'm sure I will see some sense of the evolution of cognition. And I will certainly be there to shape that towards good ethical outcomes.